Hi, I'm Tim Qualls, and welcome to Tim Qualls Presents. And I'm telling you, I'm very excited to present tonight on my first show one of the best bands. I would say the best band on the East Coast as far as party bands. And I'm going to get him to come in here. This is Clear Love, who's the front man of the band, I should say. But when you talk about, the Philly Party Band, it's a family band. I mean, you guys been together for a long time.
You know, Tim, we are definitely like a family, and it shows, it comes across, hopefully, what we do on stage. We have such a great interactive performance with the people. They feel like family when we perform. That's what's important to us also.
Yeah, and when I hear a lot of things is that anytime because I go out and see a lot of your shows, and folks, I've been going out and shooting bands for over 22 years now, and I've never experienced anything like you guys put on, because I hear this every time I go to a show. They do it better than the people on the records, So, when you're getting that, I mean, that's great. I mean, you just do a fantastic job. Now, when you're talking about the band, because you guys, a lot of weddings. If you're looking for a good wedding band, a lot of people refer to you as a wedding band, but I don't want to call you a wedding band because I've seen you in party situations. You're a party band. That's what you are.
Absolutely. Weddings, party. There's something out there called the fun factor. And Philly Party Band has the fun factor. That's what keeps people coming back for more. We get testimonials from guests and people that we perform for years later saying people are still talking about the band.
Yeah, now I was talking beforehand here. That's why I'm kind of doing this, and I'm glad I grabbed you at the right time, because there were some couple cancellations on, because, economy's changing and people. So we had a couple cancellations. I was talking to Dan Cohen, who kind of does all the bookings for the band, and he says, yeah, we can use some more jobs right now. So you've got an opportunity to book these guys that are usually booked years in advance, because that's, when you're talking about a wedding band, if you're looking for a wedding situation, now other nights and things like that, you guys are open. And you're a very versatile band. I mean, you go all the way up to 14 pieces with strings, all the way down to whatever. You fit people's needs in whatever kind of party, because you say party band, whatever kind of party they got going on.
Right. See, Tim, one of the wonderful things is we are independent band, not part of an agency that farms out bands. So Dan Cohen and myself, we have a chance to pay really personal attention to our clients. We give them the very best service, like this party is the only party that exists. And through the slow times, we've been able to maintain our very high reputation and standards for performance, dedication to the gig, dedication to clients, and it's paid off. We're as gone as strong as anybody through the hard times and the good times.
Yeah, and when you're talking about the Philly Party Band, they offer so much more. We are just beginning, folks, because we're going to present them, and I want to present them right and everything, because there's a lot more that they do for you in certain situations, and so we're going to talk about all that and everything. Claire's going to be back with us, but right now, I want you to check out the Philly Party Band.
Guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I might forget you and forget him to say if I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't there some Although there's pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. Will forget you. Now I'm sorry, can't afford a Ferrari, but that don't mean I can't get you there. I guess he's an Xbox and I'm more Atari. The games you play, it just ain't fair. I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Well, said, ooh, I got some news for you. Now go run and tell your little girlfriend. I see you drive down town with the guy I love, and I might forget you. Guess the change in my pocket wasn't enough. I might forget you and forget him to say if I was richer, I'd still be with you. Ain't that some I feel this pain in my chest, I still wish you the best. Will forget you. Now I know that I had to borrow, begging, lying, stealing, cheat. Trying to keep you, trying to please you. Loving you, it just ain't cheap. I pity the fool that falls in love with you. Yeah. Well, say, ooh, I got some news for you. I really hate you right now. I guess you're right downtown with the guy I love, and I might forget you.
I told you, welcome back here. I mean, we got a lot more we're going to talk about because when you're talking about the Philly Party Band, I want to, and the number's running across the screen for you guys to call any questions you have because, like I said, they're very versatile. They can do a lot of different things, so they can set it up for whatever your needs are. But when you're talking about this, now I want to get into, because you guys do more than just bands, because Dan wanted me to make sure that people understand when you hire bands, sometimes they get out there and they have some technical problems, whatever, and all of a sudden all these mistakes. Professionalism with you guys goes beyond. There's not anything that you don't bring out and put up on it that there's not a backup for it. I mean, I was amazed. There's 2 boards there. One goes out, so you guys are prepared for it no matter what goes wrong.
We want to be prepared for any emergency. It's called redundancy, and we have a very high-level, state-of-the-art, sophisticated sound system, as you know if you've seen a performance, and we're able to duplicate everything. In the case of emergency, believe it or not, in most cases, we can be back up and running before that song is out. Blows people's minds.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. And that did blow my mind. I'm thinking, well, they're going to have to, and it didn't stop. Hey, the party, and that's why they're the Philly Party Band. The party keeps going on, and it will always go on. But another thing they bring to it, and this is, Dan hates when I call him this, but he's a genius. And he truly is a genius when it comes to lighting and things like that. But he can take a room and transform a room, and we're going to show some pictures going to come up on the screen as we're talking about this, how he can, you and I both know, we look at it, we say, how does he do it? Because he could just transform with lights.
A big part of our success is the state-of-the-art technology and lighting. We have lighting that is superior to some of the equipment I've seen with lighting companies. You called it right. My partner, Dan Cohen, he's a genius at this stuff. I walk in sometimes, I'm amazed at what it looks like. We can take a gymnasium, transform it into the Taj Mahal. You can see the reaction of people when they come into a venue they've already been, and they're stunned. It's absolutely incredibly beautiful, something that we're very proud of. Our lighting, our state-of-the-art sound, that's what people want. That's what makes the fun factor for the band.
Yeah, I was talking to Phyllis, Dan's wife, and she always tells me, she says he's the gadget man. He's got all kinds of gadgets. If he came to his house, which we happen to be in right now in one of his rooms here, and it's lit up at night, he turns the lights down. You got stars on the ceiling and everything else, so he's always messing with things. But he is fantastic. That can be offered into the package. That's what I'm saying. I don't know of another band out there that it offers what you got. You're not just entertainment, but you create the mood when you're talking about delight and everything else. So brides out there, or if you're going to have a big corporate event, I've seen you guys do a lot of corporate events, outdoor entertainment, the casinos that's out there now. You want people to get people on a dance floor and have a good time. Philly Party Band. What do you think? You want to go hear some more about it?
It is so important to understand that there's a lot of great talent, but they are one-dimensional. This is a multi-dimensional band. We bring the lighting, we bring the sound, we bring the energy, we bring the fun. That's what makes Philly Party Band, the fun factor.
You're talking about fun. Let's go have some fun right now.
Living on a prayer, take my hand, we'll make it, I swear. Whoa, living on a prayer, living on a prayer.
she would.
And me, as long as I'm living true love, I'll be giving to you. I'll be serving 'cause you still deserve it. You still deserve it. You still deserve it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The love, the love, the love, the love, the love, the love, 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 love. The love, the love, the love, the love, the love, the love, 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 love. From now on, from now on, yeah, 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 from now on.
We got a lot more. We're going to talk about the Philly Party Band, but when you're talking about the Philly Party Band, you got to go to the people that had a party with the Philly Party Band. And then when you're talking about a party, a wedding doesn't get any better. This is Laura and Jim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And I was going to call you by maiden name, but you can give your real name now.
Derek, Laura Derek.
Yeah, and congratulations, because you're still newlyweds. But when I found out about the Philly Party Band and the people there, it's that family, and they build it. I mean, you guys just stopping by tonight, just to say hi and how's things. Because once you know them for life.
Absolutely. Dan, everybody, they've just been absolutely wonderful throughout the entire process. You know, they were a part of our family, and it was great.
Yeah, because wedding, that's a big day. That's why I'm not even bothering with Jim, because I know how important it is to you, and that's the big. Was it the best? I mean,
It absolutely was. And the greatest thing about it was that I knew that I could trust Dan and everybody with the biggest day of my life. I mean, of course, the day of things fall apart, things go wrong, but I knew that I could trust Dan and the Philly Party Band.
And walking into that room, you had to be amazed.
Absolutely. It was gorgeous. It was absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, and then the curtain. I mean, they do it, and they do it right. That's what I want to tell people. I mean, they really, and then the music, I always tell, because everywhere I go, people say they're better than the people that performed it. I mean, and that's what I get. I mean, and people don't stop dancing.
No, not at all. And that was my thing. I wanted to go in. I wanted to dance the entire night. I didn't want to stop, and I didn't.
Yeah, because I know they always do, brides, and my wife made me learn that little dance way, because you have to do it. And I was just going to ask Jim, did you learn to make the move? Did you do it? Did you do the dance?
So.
Yeah, it's always, because that's the tough part. I know that. But the Philly Party Band, would you recommend them out there?
Oh my goodness, I absolutely would recommend them. I had seen other bands and nothing compared to the Philly Party Band. Absolutely.
Yeah, well, congratulations on you guys in a lot of success. I know you're still newlyweds. I guess June, the anniversary.
Yeah, I still like them. It's okay.
Yeah, he understands. He told me, as long as you're happy, he's happy. So.
Happy wife, happy life.
Very good. I like that. I'm going to get Kalir back over here. Thank you guys so much. And then I'm going to come back in here and but that's the kind of things that you find that family and people just stopping by, just say hi. I was in the neighborhood and there was a good example of it. Some folks that had a wedding with you guys, and you know how good the wedding was.
Oh, positively, Tim. We get testimonials by letter, we get testimonials by email, but when you have a chance to talk firsthand, or our brides and grooms, the people that we do it all for, there's no better testimonial about what we put into it, what we get out of it. We got family, we got new friends, we got old friends. We absolutely love what we do. We hope that's what shows and comes across the stage.
Here's what I'm going to get a little bit more in here. And we're going to show you some more of the Philly Party Band. But I want to introduce some of the characters in the Philly Party Band, because when you talk about it, you got up to 14 pieces, depending on what you want. Very versatile. You can go all the way down to a 2-piece if you got something small event where you are the entertainer, you're the front guy, you always have been. But when it comes to the front guys, you added some additional things, vocalists that are just unbelievable. Now you got vocalists, you're very talented. I love what you perform, but you got vocalists there that were actually stars at one point. They have been there, and now they're singing in the Philly Party Band, and man, they rip.
Man, you think they were stars before. You should see what stars they are now. I am absolutely surrounded by talent. Makes my job so easy. Makes the whole night fun and enjoyable. Did I say we have the party fun factor? That's what we have with all the talent in the band. Everybody included, musicians, the horn section, Dan Cohen on the drums, everybody included. You don't get no better than that, man.
Yeah, my brother-in-law said, if you don't mention the horn section, you ain't talking about the band, because I'm telling you, you're talking about some guys, some characters, while you're out there performing and doing it. Because you get out in the crowd, I mean, you want everybody to be a part of the Philly Party Band. It's not just on a dance floor. You get down in there and you got people singing with you and everything else, but that while you're doing all that, you don't realize the real performers are those horn guys behind you. Because if you get a chance to ever turn around and catch them on stage, they are having the best time of their life. They have a good time.
I tell you what, these guys got wireless microphones. Sometimes I look around, I can't find them. They're that dancing 5 people deep down there somewhere, and the people love it. You must know they absolutely love it, right?
It's the Philly Party Band. That's what it's all about. They'll turn any event that you're having into a party, no matter what size it is. Very versatile, and they'll do it. Phone number's been rocking across the screen. We're going to keep that going and everything else. Pick up the phone, call Dan Cohen, and you might even be talking to the guy himself right here, Kalir. But Dan does play in a band. We got to give him credit. He likes to stand in the back. The best drummer I know of. I mean, the guy's really good. He fantastic sounds. In fact, think of the sounds. Let's go back and hear a little bit more right now.
Soul for your bowl. Come on, shake it up, everybody. Here we go. Come on, dancers. I can turn the gray sky blue. I can make it rain whatever I wanted to.
I can build a castle from a single grain of sand.
I can make a ship sail on dry land. But my life is incomplete and I'm so blue. 'Cause I can't get next to you. Get next to you, baby. Get next to you. Just can't get next to you. Get next to you, baby. Get next to you. Get next to you. Oh, I can fly like a bird in the sky.
Hey, I can buy anything that money can buy. Oh, and I can turn a river into a raging fire.
I can live forever if my soul desire.
All these things I can do.
Get next to you, baby. Get next to you. Shake a boom, shake a boom, boom, boom. I can turn back the hands of time. You better believe I can. Make the season change just by waving my hand. Oh, I can change anything from fall to blue. The thing I want to do the most, I'm able to do. Unhappy life, all the powers I possess. You're the king of my happiness, and
All right, welcome back here. We're going to be wrapping things up. Before we wrap everything up and everything, these guys over here having a party. Because when they get around you, there's a party going on. I'm telling you, no matter what. Dan ran before you even got it into the shot. But that's because we talk about Philly Party Band. We talk about the dance and everything else. Folks, I want to tell you, I don't care what your age is. That's an important part. Because I watched you guys New Year's. I was lucky enough to be there when you guys did New Year's. Because you do not just weddings. You do outdoor concerts. You do big corporate events. You do clubs. I mean, whatever. Casinos. Whatever people need, that's what you're there for. Once again, very versatile. How many people do you need? What kind of event are you having? And that's where you kind of coordinate that through Dan and yourself, and you guys put that together. But when you're talking about it, let's talk. Versatile means also in music. Let's talk about the range. I mean, you guys go from everything.
After 15 years established as a band, we have been fortunate to learn the art of the show, the art of the performance. So we absolutely make an intentional point to include something for everybody. We got Sinatra, we got standards, we got Motown, we got R&B, we got rock, we got top 40. You know, after all, our audiences can be anyone from little tiny tots to grandmom and grandpops, like the Doylestown 4th of July celebration, for example. And by the end of the show, as you can see, we have everybody down in front of the stage dancing together. So
There's that guy hogging the stage. He always gets that with that saxophone going. When he gets
they love Joe Wren on the sax, but any given time during our show, you might see Rick James appear, or maybe James Brown or Stevie Wonder. We have a great addition and impersonations to the show, which brings a lot of fun and levity to the show, and everybody enjoys it for sure, Tim.
Yeah, and when they talk about family and everybody being involved with the show, I've actually seen your sound guy, who's I didn't realize he was that talented. Then he comes on, and all of a sudden you guys are doing some modern day, a little bit of rap thing, and what I'm telling you, the guy was phenomenal, blew my mind, So you've got the mix for anything and everything. I don't care what your event is, guys. If you have a corporate event, you've got an outdoor concert, you need some entertainment at a casino. Once again, very versatile, up to a 14-piece. And when I say that's with strings, and I've seen that, they get the people in there playing the fiddles. I don't know about violins when you're doing it that way, aren't they? Yeah, well, they could be fiddles to me. But anyways, you can't get any better. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the first Tim Qualls Presents, and I'm presenting the best party band in Philly, in the region. It's the Philly Party Band. Numbers on the bottom of the screen once again. Pick up the phone, give them a call. Khalil, thank you so much for your time.
Tim, it's been a pleasure to be here, and thank you.